Hi, I'm Katie Couric, and welcome to Eye to Eye. Former California politician Robert Hertzberg knows the difference between talking about global warming and actually doing something about it. This green entrepreneur has found a receptive environment for his innovative solar panels in one of Europe's wettest countries. Shiela MacVicar spoke with him about finding a practical solution for renewable energy.
Taking something from a small laboratory idea into full commercial productions where people can use it on the streets is a big leap, let me tell you. It's a lot of headaches, a lot of hard work. You know? I'll tell you something, for somebody who's been in politics, the difference between talking about ideas and actually dealing with the day-to-day details of what it takes to actually make it. And the reason we came to Wales and everything that we did, hey Simon, was about speed to market. Right? The world is changing in this new globalized economy at rapid paces, right?
Yep.
Companies, everything. I'm happy now with Governor Schwarzenegger and the legislature, things are changing, but there really wasn't receptivity, right? There were a few people that talked green, right? Some CEOs that liked to have companies where they'd put a solar roof on or somebody put a windmill out or whatever, but it really wasn't real, right? There really wasn't a real depth and dimension of understanding by the markets and by businesses and by government of what you needed to do to fundamentally shift from fossil fuels to being green technology. We heard about the building. I saw it. I came here with my wife. We flew in on a Monday night. We had the meeting on Tuesday morning with the First Minister. I met with his team. I made a deal. I was gone on the 3 o'clock train, and we had the whole thing done in 3 weeks.
Right.
That was valuable to us.
We like that opportunity.
Europe, the financial markets are more receptive. There's a deeper understanding. Businesses get fined here if they don't clean up. Some of the major polluters get fined here in a very significant way where they don't in California. You know, and a government that was willing to be very receptive. And from my viewpoint, you know, pollution, greenhouse gases, they don't carry a passport. Anything you do to help the global environment helps the globe and all of us. Well, there's a great sense of urgency in Europe at the business level because these treaties, these what are called the Kyoto Protocols, are going to start hitting where these businesses will actually be fined unless they meet those standards. So they're pushing hard to try to do everything possible to green up. You know, you have electric cars in London, you have all sorts of processes in place to move that permeates all aspects that I've seen of Europe that you don't yet see in the States because energy is so inexpensive. You have a certain segment of people that deeply care about the issue of being green and renewable, but it's a very small sector.
Do you think that Europe as a whole is truly greener than America, or is it just a lot of talk?
No, it's not a lot of talk. It's real. Yesterday on the front page of the newspaper, you know, there was an article talking about extending the standards of renewability to 30% reductions. Germany says, let's make it 40%. There's a real seriousness of purpose where we in the States on a national level are now just in Washington beginning to talk about it. George Bush just recently in the State of the Union says, for the first time mentions without the words veto, global warming. Finally, it's starting to catch beyond just the farm belts in terms of the ethanol in trying to really create energy independence and deal with this issue of global warming. This is the defining issue in our generation. Every kid you talk to cares deeply about being green and renewable because they see this as their future. And I just think that, you know, past generations fought wars that brought their greatness to their generations. I really believe that this is our challenge of our generation to make of what our contribution will be, and our kids will figure out what their contribution will be. But this is it. This is the real thing.